Not too long ago on the TFM Hip Hop Show, I was lucky enough to have an interview with a very, very, very talented artist and different kind of artist from what we usually have here on the TFM Hip Hop Show. Not a rap artist, but a UK-based Ugandan poet, George the Poet. And here's how the interview went.
Yeah, so that's 10 years ago now.
Which artist influenced you?
I was always influenced by Nas. Always, man. I love Nas's intelligence, you know. That's what I mean about the level of, if you listen to Nas's first album, like the level of description, detail. My favorite song of his of all time probably is One Love, and just him talking about how the relationships around him are changing, the dynamics in the streets. You know, I always wanted to emulate that. And then Eminem's a great storyteller, very visual. I always that's something else that I wanted to project. Lauryn Hill, big influence on me. Lauryn Hill's album's one of my favorite albums of all time. So yeah, there's a few people.
Sad that we can only say Lauryn Hill's album.
Yeah, you know,
it's sad for me. That's why I feel like, man, she should have given us more.
Yeah, a lot more. I mean, if you search the stuff out there, you know. But one thing I find about the album is the more I revisit it, the more I find in it. You know, it's got gems.
It has. It has, right, man. If you're just tuning in, it's 95.9 Touch FM in the house with George the Poet. You're going to be with us all the way till 8, right? Yeah. You weren't ready for that. You had plans. Tell him it's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
Tell your detail. It's a safe space. Yeah, we're going to chill and we're going to go through as much of your collection of projects that I have, and what you brought for us, Chicken and the Egg.
That's right, my EP.
The EP. You promised us an album last year, though.
Yeah. Don't worry, the album is just getting better and better.
You promised it.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
But we'll get into that. We'll get into that in just a bit. But you brought up Nas.
That's right.
I want to play you one of my favorite Nas joints. I feel like we can share. Like this is space we can share, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
We can share. I can play you something. You can play me one of yours. And,
definitely.
All right. It's more like I'm gonna play you one of yours.
I'll request. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And another thing I want to get into a little later. We're gonna share some of the street talk, because every now and then a lot of people say that I've got this accent thing.
Look at you.
Look at me, yeah. A little bit, just a little bit, but
just a little bit,
but you help me out. You correct something. And then maybe we'll flip things up and
you show me.
And I tell you some
tell
of these
me,
ones.
Those things.
Exactly. Yeah, man. George the Poet's a cool guy. Hit me up on Facebook and on Twitter, www.facebook.com/95.9 Touch FM. Now, this joint, I hope you know this one. I'm sure you pretty much do, but it's called Book of Rhymes.
Oof.
Coming through from Nas. One of my favorite joints. Keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. Don't go nowhere.
Alchemist, you know me, man. I'm the type of that write rhymes right on the spot in the studio as soon as I hear the track. You know what I'm saying? Word, but I wanted to bring a couple of books. Kind of crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I'll put you on in the like flashback. Huh?
Yeah, real talk.
I told you.
I relate to that song more than ever now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the TFM Hip Hop Show in the back. What am I saying in the back? It just faded out. Like Nas with Book of Rhymes.
That's right.
One of those tracks that many writers, I think, can appreciate.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it doesn't click, you know. But you just gotta you gotta keep on.
Yeah.
Don't stop writing.
Yeah, it's about 27 minutes past the hour, and there's a whole lot of stuff we're gonna go through. Just breaking it down a little bit, and I don't know. I don't think you listen to as much of your own like projects and stuff as normal artists do, I guess. Because I think I may continue surprising you with some old ones.
You might.
I might, like, because the next one I want to get through is it's called Climate Change.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And when we come back after that and after the break, I'm going to need you to help me out on how you memorize all this stuff, man. I need some lessons on that. But keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. The hashtag is TFMHiphop. It's George the Poet in the house. Hey, you can't forget. You'll remember who I am, but for now, it's George the Poet. Climate change. Keep it right here. Don't go nowhere.
A paradigm shift is a change in common sense. But how do you go about
rearranging common sense. Especially with years of research and journalism making the conversation long and dense. Well, sense isn't something to try and enforce. It should be kind of endorsed by a reliable source. And in the case of climate change, a good place to start would be science, of course. Now, you remember science from school, an essential subject. Well, let's consider it standing in the general public. Our scientists are in a position to advise us on some of our biggest decisions. And it's probably in our interest to listen, but also to invite others to witness the vision. The first way to do that is to be the vision. Through your lifestyle choices, you can lead the mission. Bring the future to your present when it seems a bit distant. The cleanest existence is green and efficient. And you haven't really played your part until your lifestyle reflects a change of heart. It's a continuous process. I'm still working on it myself, but technology plays a major part. I'm trying to play my part as an artist, but all I do is write verses and harmonize melodies. Now, the point of us working together on this is that one of you knows how to decarbonize energy. So if you could consider that when making your plans, I'm happy to leave it in your capable hands. This is the solution government can't offer. Ground level collaboration. Doesn't it sound better than having patience? Instead of sleepwalking into the governance trap, using our imagination to take initiative as a nation, which involves looking at our economic ambitions to ensure that, as well as earning ourselves more and banking ourselves more, we're actually doing things we're thanking ourselves for in the long run. Because a lucrative plan is a smart one, but a sustainable plan is a strong one. Figuring it all out. Understand that. Cat D don't snitch. Don't need to go to the feds to get rich.
I like this one. Man. What's the title of this one?
This one is Cat D. A Category D car in the UK is one that's been in a car crash that the insurance company isn't going to pay for. Okay. And it's repaired.
All right. Because, hey, man, a lot of people call me a perv. And I think, no, I'm just more open-minded. But I was like, where's this guy talking about Cat D?
yeah, that's what it is.
But it's
a metaphor.
It is. It must have been. I mean, it couldn't have been that easy. It's the TFM Hip Hop Show right here at 95.9 Touch FM. About 20 minutes to the hour, 7 p.m. In the house with me is George the Poet, whose track has just been here and playing off. Oh man, yeah. You know, I think usually I like to I'm not supposed to do this, but. Let me just have it playing off in the background. Just playing off in the background. Like, I know you like this. Like,
I like it. I'm feeling. You can tell.
I've had guests here, and no one like feels their own music as much as you're doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I haven't heard some of this stuff for a long time. You know.
That's probably because what you're working on the new stuff.
Yeah, new stuff. That's what I'm writing so much. That's all it is.
But I thought the new project was supposed to be last year.
Yeah, it was, but I had a change in situation last year. I was with Universal Music. I'm no longer with them. Everything amicable and stuff, but that was my decision. And that's just changed how I want to go about releasing this album.
Now, there's a lot of artists out there, and I think going through like I said, big fan of yours. Listen to many of your interviews here and there. And then there's one interview specifically where you're talking about how not too many people in the industry take the time to pay attention to like label heads and once they've been signed, or like putting the hunger and the drive to getting signed and what comes with getting signed. And somewhere in Search Party, you're talking about how it's the fans who are putting you on stage to get in. You've come from the point where now you're getting paid to perform and stuff. And I'm asking, like, what's the difference between, just in lay terms, like, what's the difference between being signed and unsigned?
Okay, so being signed basically means that the record label is going to put up money for everything that's going to happen. They say that they will... the idea goes...
They say...
the idea is that they'll also have some sort of creative direction. They'll be able to advise you. But... that's less, let's put it like this, it's less harder to prove that, it's less harder to monitor or measure that. So what tends to happen is that it's a collaboration between the artist and funding from the label. And if you're not signed, you just have to be very organized about where your funding's going to come from and sticking to a schedule.
But there's usually the question about who owns the material afterwards.
You need to know. You need to know. That's another thing I want everyone to know. When you're signed to a record label, they own the masters. That means they own the recording. They own your visual presence and your audio recording anywhere. Publishers own your songwriting, so they own your lyrics. And if you're happy with someone else owning your stuff, then go ahead. So without saying too much, you can just nod to this if it won't get you any problems. But this whole switch thing from leaving UMG means everything that you had prepared for that album that was supposed to have been released last year stayed with them. Nah.
Okay. All right. Some of the biggest.
That's what I'm saying. Basically, like when people, when they pay for the masters, that's when that's a contractual exchange. They now legally own the thing. But if you haven't taken everything that you recorded to master, whatever, you just have your negotiations and sort it out.
All right.
That's why it's good to maintain good relationships as well.
All right. Okay. Now I'm learning something. I'm learning. I hope anyone out there that's hoping to one day get signed has at least learned that bit, just a bit. But the song, it's funny. My idea for today's show is I'm going to keep the music seeing as today is the last Saturday before elections. I thought most of the music is going to be politically charged music, but not too much in your face, just keeping it low temp and before playing Cat D, I got into Dead Prez with Happiness. It's not too much in your face out there. We're not starting a riot, like I said, man. It's
you know what Dead Prez is about.
Yeah, I know. We all do. I hope. I hope it could just be us. Yeah. I hit up people on Facebook and I asked them to help me out. I told them you're going to be in the show today with me and want to. Okay, I put it upon myself to teach you some Uglish. Yes, so I asked a couple people around here and I'm like, give me some terms, your favorite terms, favorite phrases in Uglish that we could impart
of course
to our guest Josh the Poet and take back with. By the way, how long are you here for? By
not long.
I don't mean the show.
The country?
Yeah, in the country.
Yeah, I'm leaving next week.
But you'll be back after.
I'll be back whenever I can.
I told you this guy is here to vote. He came earlier to pick his national ID, went back. Bro is now back in the vote and then leave as soon as the voting's done. His brother's here. Your brother think they slick. Brothers think they slick. Yeah, we see you. But yeah, I was asking a couple of people and. Some of the phrases, there's one that's very hilarious. Do you know what it means to have gas?
You have gas? Well, maybe.
What's your idea of the?
I don't want to say. You have to tell me. Imagine I don't know. Tell me.
Now I'm going to tell you, but
here's those guys. They have mob gas. Why does that sound so familiar?
This guy knows the word mob. You put two phrases in there. You doing complex sentences. You doing complex English sentences. We went from one word to throwing in two.
Is it like when you have a lot of talk?
Zeal.
Okay, of course.
Yeah. But I remember said it to a Kenyan friend of mine, and she's like, "Are you having trouble? Do you need the room?
Need some space?
Do you need some space?" No. But now you get it now. That guy has mob gas.
Mob gas.
Mob is I don't know. I usually like to think about where these words and terms came from. I don't know. I still can't figure out where gas came from.
I can both of them. Gas.
Perhaps
even in the
fire
UK
or something like that.
You're gassed up. He's gassed as in he's very excited. Means the same thing, right? Zeal.
Yeah.
And mob, when there's a mob that's a lot.
So now it's just one being with like one being like full entity, like
Yeah.
full force, like
Bob, gas.
the force is within him.
There you go.
But either way, like if it's the tummy ache kind of gas, and like the force is
The
within
forces
him.
were still in it.
Now, then there's Kapiachi.
Capiachi. Nah.
I mean, like what's new?
Capiachi.
Kapiachi.
Oh, of course.
Okay, see, hey, the way you go, like of course, like you know these things. Like,
No, I didn't even think to break it down in my head. I thought you were going to tell me something completely different.
But would you have you yet incorporated any of like say these?
Not enough, like it's like what I like to do is like I'm really into recording role play, so it's usually conversations. But trust me, you're gonna start hearing it more and more in my new stuff.
Your new stuff will come to that. We'll come to that. But there's another poem here. Let me see. And this not even going. We haven't even gone into the chicken and the egg thing. You realize in all this, and there's still all of that. But this one, Mommy told us.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's been a while for you too.
Yeah.
Man, it's a throwback.
Where'd you find this one?
Hey, I got my connects. I can't tell you everything. You may shut them down. 95 and 9 Touch FM. Mommy told us coming through from George the Fourth. Did you hear I say mommy? Like mommy.
Mommy.
Like,
Oh yeah,
mommy.
look at you.
Hey, and though, like a lot of stuff is just coming to me in the middle of what I'm saying. I get like that sometimes. Where my thoughts interrupt me, and I'm doing it again, even now. There's some work you did with Idris Elba.
Oh yeah.
I've been called the Ugandan Idris Elba.
I bet you have.
Yeah. You see,
Innocent degrees,
yeah. You know this, but when we get back, we'll get to that, and perhaps I know it's we talked about this off air and how it just happens to be the day before Valentine's Day. Perhaps maybe you're probably the closest thing they're going to get, like the ladies are going to get to Idris Elba, and like news broke this week that he's
Drama.
like I don't know I don't know if you heard it, like this week he split with his girlfriend, and there's a lot of girls on Twitter, Facebook, like, hey man,
he split up just in
he's
time
free, and like just
my days.
so hey mate, Ace, you're gonna hook us up, eh? Keep right here, 95 and 9 Touch FM. Mommy told us.
Mommy told us never sell your soul, cause Momsy told us never sell your soul, cause Mommy told us.
Hey, see how you get in the zone. You're like I should just let it, like, should have just come with like the acoustics and just play the stuff for you. And like it's 95 and 9 Touch FM. Mommy told us coming through from George the Poet. That's the one that just pretty much, you know what I'm saying. And it's about 6 minutes to the hour or 7 p.m. Before we went to that song break, he was about to tell us about this project with you and Idris.
Oh yeah, well, in 2013, Idris Elba played Nelson Mandela.
Yeah,
and that experience was very emotional for him, and he wanted to make an album about it, and he did. And
not many people know that Idris is like a rapper.
like,
Music producer.
Before
like,
he's a movie guy, he's a music guy. You know that he's like, he loves music more than movies. I bet. So
super talented.
That's what it was.
But, yeah, and this was a poem that you done before.
For him?
No. Was it specifically for?
Yeah, I wrote it. I just wrote it for that album. Yeah.
But I thought you had one called Mandela before.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. My Mandela one was just nothing to do with that. It's just because Mandela like passed away unexpectedly.
Yeah,
I didn't expect
it. Well,
I mean, at the time I wrote it right on the day he died. That's what I mean.
Okay,
but me and Idris collaborated months before he died.
And hey, it's for them. I get it, but it's for them. They want to know, like remember, this is the closest they're gonna get to Idris.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Idris is cool, man. Idris is like, he's a very down to earth guy. He's very, very funny. It's funny. We laughed the whole time. He's very hardworking. When everyone wanted to like turn up, he was just sitting there like on Logic or Cubase or whatever it was, just programmed like not, you know what I'm saying? He did it like he wasn't really trying to have fun when it was work time, but he can turn up as well. Like he gets the most turn out of anyone.
I bet he does. I bet he does.
Yeah. He's a serious guy, man. He's a big man.
When he gets to work and he's
just like a proper.
Is he one of like those control freaks?
No, he's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a team. Everyone knows their role, and his energy is something that I've tried to emulate myself.
Give me something to work with, man. Give me something.
All
the girls are like, hey man, he's got the looks, he's got the tall, dark and handsome thing, he's got the accent thing going on, and he's an actor, so he can flip the accents anytime. I'm like, and now you telling me he's all this more cool,
bro. Is what I would love to come here and say, man, that guy fake. You know, he ain't all that. He ain't all that. But nah, I want to be more like him.
Give me one thing, man. Give the haters one thing.
I'm sure I can find one thing. Idris, yeah.
It's his name, right?
Alright, cool. He'll remember this. How did I do it? I posted a picture of him. The first time I ever posted a picture with him, I said I'm chilling with my uncle. Yeah. Guy got offended.
Well,
he was like, "Yo, like, how you gonna do like that on social media?" I was like, "Blood, you're like old enough to be my dad, fam." So it is what it is. So you're younger than him. That's the good news.
I'm the young Idris Elba. You hear that, man? You hear that? Right?
Yeah, these women don't care. These women don't care. You know?
They like him old.
They like him old. All
right, let's close out this hour with a track you did with Idris Elba. It's called One. Keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. Don't go nowhere.
Abakheke lokishini khetha incwadi uzovuka nawe ube umuntu usebenze khetha incwadi ihlebo uzovuka imali uzoyibona kusasa bazokuthusa ungakwazi ukuthi ubani.
You think about the baby's life. If it becomes a criminal, you know that's gonna be your bad kid. But mommy's only doing what her mom did, and you're only doing what your dad did. Couple years down the line, she's asking me if I'm gonna stick around for time, saying I gotta think about this child of mine. So we both made decisions, and I can't say I'm proud of mine. Decisions.
I should have just let it play. Let you go in. Back to back, we just heard the first one was Baby Mother. Mother.
Yeah, the extended version.
The extended version. That's the one I gave them.
That's right.
Yeah. You see that these are straight up exclusives. No one else is playing this. It's just so severe on the TFM Hip Hop Show at about 12 minutes past the hour, 7 p.m. It was Baby Mother. Then we went to Baby Father.
That's right.
Both joints of the EP from last year, but 2014.
That's right. 2014,
yeah. Titled Chicken and the Egg.
That's right.
What's with the title, man?
So it's about the cycle of premature parenthood. A lot of the time you see people that, have children before they're ready. Often they're the children of people that had children before they're ready. Their children go on to have. So it's like, which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Okay.
It's a cycle.
All right. At first, I thought it was about breakfast.
Yeah.
Like the title, like
very deep philosophy. Thank you.
Like yo.
Thank you for that, bro.
I know, man. I've got my moments now. I've got my moments.
Thank you, fam.
The artwork too, man. I mean, you can't blame me. and this performance of you doing Baby Mother in a diner.
It's true.
So I'm just saying, man. I'm like, I put it all together. I thought it through. Like, if you order, like you order, you're like, and they're taking their time, and you've got like the napkin here, and you like just start drawing on it. You start drawing the chicken, you draw the egg.
That should have been the real reason,
Yeah.
Your story is better than mine.
You see, now when you go elsewhere, tell them.
The subliminal.
Yeah. But hey, man, the EP, 7 joints on that. So far, it's like your first full project, right?
Yeah, it was important for me to do that one first because I knew I was gonna go on to make like pop music, all sorts of music, but that had to be the foundation.
Ratchet music.
Yeah, ratchet music.
Ratchet music.
That ratchet, you know.
But yeah, remember I was telling you how I was looking for music to play that's politically charged, but not too much in your face and stuff like that. And either way, when now it's coming up with a list, I'm coming up with stuff like Immortal Technique, Dead Prez, Black Star, that's Most Def and Talib Kweli. Then going as far back as Queen Latifah, UNITY and stuff like that. And it hit me that there's not too many artists nowadays touching on that stuff. You know, like a lot of it is ratchet,
yeah,
and trap music.
I think there are two things happening there. On the one hand, it's the market. What gets promoted for whatever reason tends to be the ratchet. Secondly, I think a lot of people are disconnected or a bit too comfortable. You know, there's an old quote, I can't remember, but I used to always find it when I used to study history and politics, and it says, "I defy you to agitate a man on a full stomach." You can't bother someone who's full and cool and chilling, but when people are hungry, that's when you have problems. But I think right now,
not too many people.
A lot of people are just chilling.
Yeah. Like, what you saying? The hunger is gone.
For some people, yeah. For
some people, but you see the hunger. You still hungry.
I see the hunger. I see the hungry. They just need a bit of coordination.
Okay. Are you still hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
You're hungry. You mean it like in a musical sense, like you're still out to get it, like it. Cause I'm thinking, man, hey, man,
yeah,
you
a flight to catch.
Yeah, exactly. Man. But I'd like to get into your latest project now. It's about time for that. I mean, it's part of the reason, and it's part of the reason you're here, really. This is your newest project. You chose to come do this one back here at home.
That's right.
Some people call it very sensitive. I don't think it's sensitive. I think it's almost like bulletins, news updates. You're just like it's almost like you're just telling facts and a bit of what facts on hearsay. I'm like, all right, a lot of people have said this, and you say like a lot of people said this. Like you're not
like the news does. That's exactly what the news does.
Exactly. You, man, anyone out there thinking, man, he's going to be in trouble for this one? I don't think you're safe, bro. That's all. This place, just remember, you're safe. It's a safe place.
It's a safe place.
The track I want to get into now, then we'll get into this because you said you're going to be somewhere. You got flying to catch. People and me.
This is creeping me out when you do that.
The transition, eh? Is it real? Wait. You have to tell them. Is it good?
I gotta tell him.
Is it believable?
It's
Could it pass?
Yeah, right, I'm gonna get you on the track.
Hey man, you see. You run me something like that, or would you want me to talk like this?
Oh, I love it all.
See, I told you. Ugandan Idris Elba. They got it. But enough about that. Let's get into the new track coming through from George the Poet. The title of this, will you please?
This one is Fit to Lead.
Yes, Fit to Lead. Don't go nowhere.
Every country needs leadership to represent the people and plan the direction. So now comes a time for candid reflection. The 2016 Ugandan Elections. Votes will be cast for local MPs and those in the presidential candidate section. Different parties, personalities and promises. So come, let's scan the selection. We start with the incumbent, Yoweri Museveni, leader of the National Resistance Movement. He seized power back in '86, and since then, the country's witnessed improvement. It's often said that national security is a key component in the strength of his game. But voices of opposition tend to question the legitimacy in the length of his reign. One such voice is that of Amama Mbabazi, Museveni's very own former Prime Minister. Since his dismissal from office by the president, the atmosphere between the two is borderline sinister. It was widely believed Mbabazi lost the job because he had his eyes on the presidency too, and in June 2015, the man himself confirmed this was evidently true. Since he announced plans to run against Museveni, much of the NRM has come against him heavily. But many embraced him on a different note. It remains to be seen if he'll split the vote. Now, the founder of the Forum for Democratic Change, Dr. Colonel Chiza Besigye, is standing again. He hopes to build on support from the previous election, since he was a candidate then. Over 35 years in army and parliament means this bid is no random attempt. Besigye has stood in the last 3 elections. Seems like it's almost a standard event. But no, every election is different, so each campaign must be planned to the end. He claims he's got a vision, and with his proposition he's single-handedly built the biggest opposition. Still the question remains, is this enough to win the top position? But that's enough about the selection. Reports say that many people doubt this election because they're expecting more of the same and they're beginning to get bored of this game. Does anybody have a new script to read? Do we ever really see a different breed? People run for parliament, run for the presidency, say they'll run the country at a swifter speed. Every 5 years, everybody starts to run. But who's fit to lead?
We have put Uganda out of so many problems. How can it be that any other group can be entrusted with this duty?
Even that one can win elections, even with a biased electoral commission.
Unless Ugandans are bad. If that's supporting Baba's wife.
This is the most important election in a generation. As a people, we must choose between achieving success and true prosperity in the new global economy or nursing a tired nation. Yesterday's story.
Play the music all day.
Now's the time for candid reflection to scan the selection for the 2016 Ugandan elections. I hope you're understanding the question.
Who's fit to lead?
Does anybody have a new script to read?
I like that. I like the wordplay on that. Like everyone runs, but who is fit? and when you like look at the entire panel up there, I just think about these things. It's just
they're running.
They are. Yeah. Fit to lead, brand new track. It's a couple of weeks. But it's the latest that you're pushing out there, and
one of the latest.
Bumped it here a couple of times. I remember when I first got it, I thought it was just play. Then you start off, I'm like, okay, where's play? All right, and then remember that he's not play anymore. He's Mike 256.
Yeah, man.
Formerly known as Play, and now it's going by Mike 256. But I went throughout his government. So, hey man. I need to ask how you're like so in tune with what's going on here in UG. Like you've been paying that much attention from way over there.
Yeah, man, it's important to me. I do the exact same thing in the UK, so why wouldn't I do it here? Yeah. Man.
So you watched the debate?
Yeah, I watched the debate.
Why are you laughing, man?
No, I thought something different.
Why are you laughing?
I was thinking about something else.
There's another one right at the end of the show. Like I think they're gearing up for it, like in about 25 minutes.
It's in the back of my mind. Yeah.
So it's part of why you gotta rush. You're
I gotta go. I gotta see this myself.
Which brings me to another phrase that some of the listeners have shared with me and insisted on me sharing with you. Mabirizi is one of the candidates. Huh?
I knew,
You watched the debate, yeah. You watched, and nowadays his name. Sadly, I don't. His name. A lot of people that go by this name, by the way. So it's not just his. So, but perhaps there may be a connection. But I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying. They're telling me to share with you. It's coming through from Space here. She's like, Mabirizi to mean a slow guy who constantly misses the point.
I know Mabirizi. This one here.
There's like full weight on how to use this phrase, from noun to verb, to mabirizi, mabirizi fight,
mabirizi fight the situation.
Exactly. There's ways to use it, but yeah. Now from here you can say you've learned, but you knew gas, you knew mob gas. Man, you know these things. Do you know what Chiwani means?
Chiwani.
Fake.
Like a fake.
Oh, yeah. You know, like weaves.
Thank you for illustrating. Yes.
That, that puts it right there. Right? Some people call them straight up Chiwani.
That's another word. Okay.
There's let me see what else. Pakalast. Yeah, like how I wish you'd stay on the show like Pakalast, but you say you gotta go. You gotta go.
Good day, you know.
But yeah, like you've not got much time here, but please tell us what else have you got planned for UG, for home, for we.
Yeah. I will be doing a show here.
You
know, when the time is right. I'll be releasing more material here. And I'll be coming back more often now. You know, for the majority of my life, I've been in school, so I haven't been able to just take time out of my year and be here. But I'm a free man. I'm a self-employed man, so I'll be back.
Yeah, nice to put UG on the map. And yes, I told you I was going to talk about this. Thank you for representing at the Rugby World Cup.
Thank you.
Hey, I don't know how many people caught this. Like, I was watching it live, and the very first person to speak at the opening presentation for the opening ceremony for the Rugby World Cup, our very own George the Poet. I'm like, hey man, damn, like, Ugandan over there, and I'm thinking like, hey, this like monumental, and by monumental I don't mean like it being like a big deal. Like, yeah, it was but monumental. Like, you crazy how you're up there on like. There's not, how many people in the stadium?
82,000 people.
How many people were watching?
415 million. Yeah.
And you they're like no sweat, like it's like not even one sweat. I'm like, I'll be fretting like gripping the mic real tight. Yeah, it did show. Hey man, thanks for coming through the TFM Hip Hop Show. I know you gotta run, catch the debate. hey, yeah, you better. You're always welcome to TFM Hip Hop Show.
Thank you, bro.
Always, and
it's been fun.
Hey man, hey man. Tell him.
Yeah,
tell where you go. Tell them.
This is a safe place. I'll tell everyone.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant tell about my accent.
You
tell about me. Yeah. Like, what you mean?
Wait. I got a word for you.
Give me one.
Oh, come on, man. Chiwani. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's the word.
That's what you're calling me, eh? you calling me out on my own show, eh? I'm gonna just cut your mic off. It's always been dope. It's been a great time. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for coming on time.
It's all good.
Yeah. That may not be the Ugandan in you, but yeah. But keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. I'm going to see him off with the Fit to Lead one more time. And when we get back, what you say? Should I give him more George the Poet?
Please do.
I'll just give them the rest of the catalog that I have. I'm gonna show off. You better tune in, by the way. Get in the car and tune in.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. Don't go anywhere.
Every country needs leadership to represent the people and plan the direction. So now comes a time for candid reflection. The 2016 Ugandan Elections. Votes will be cast for local MPs and those in the presidential candidate section. Different parties, personalities and promises. So come, let's scan the selection.